Hello my friends, just a quick wee video to show you what's going in September's Patreon mail. As I record this, it will be headed out to my mail tier patrons today. So let's get this one packed up so I can send it off out. So this is the envelope for this month. I've stamped it up with some bits and pieces. I thought when you've received it, you can either use the envelope hole in a journal or you could cut out the individual little stamps on this lovely craft brown envelope. A printed label here with one of my digitals printed onto a sticker label. So that's the envelope. Let's start packing and I'll go through what's going in as we do it. So a lovely page from a German atlas. So there's a map on one side and some German text on the other. Super fun. Really lovely, thick, creamy paper as well. There is a piece of this skull tissue. It's got skulls and what I now know is actually a zombie. It's kind of pink and a russet brown kind of colour. There is text on it that if I turn it upside down, you can actually read that it says zombie. But from the right side, it's backwards. Random? Yeah, I don't completely get it. It's not my cup of tea, this tissue. But and it may not be yours, those who are getting this in their Patreon mail, but I thought it's tissue, so maybe it can be disguised through stamping or adding some extra ink or something. So I thought, well, I'll still send a piece out and you can do with it what you will. And if you don't like it and you don't want to be bothered stamping it up, you might have a friend that you could pass it on to or something. It would suit Halloween if you're a Halloween person. Okay, so that's in there. We have two little book pages from a French book that is green paper, which I think is just fascinating. So a couple of pages of that, and a little book page from an Enid Blyton storybook that, you know, just a full page illustration. I thought would be fun. This is, I'm just going to grab the book out so I can look, 1921. And this is the book that I got recently where the pages hadn't been cut. So like this is the top of the page and they were also joined at the outside edge. So I've separated them vertically, but I've left them attached at the top. Just thought, you know, you can separate them or find a use for them joined. Super fun though, 1921. We have a little piece of glassine, just a straight piece that you can make windows or something with. So just slide that in as much, keeping it as flat as I can. Yep, there we go. So in this little Ziploc bag, there's a variety of bits and pieces. If I can just open it for a moment and show you. So there are two stamped pussycats on Spanish book page. It's those. We have three punched out trains out of a pearlized pink cardstock. It's very light cardstock, you know, you could say it's paper or cardstock, but it's pretty pearl pink. And then there's 5 each of these stamped sunflowers and roses, all fussy cut out. So there's 10 in total, 5 sunflowers, 5 roses on yellow, again sort of heavy paper, light cardstock kind of weight. So those go in there. Just a random collaged tag done with magazine paper. So each one's getting a different colour palette in their envelope. So that, this is the green French book page, and I've turned one into a pocket, decorated it with some of my Patreon printables from this month, some birds, and then this watercolor. This is watercolor paper, which I've inked up, stamped, and popped in there, just so you can use that however you like. It just tucks in there. Have a piece of very light cardstock in this minty green that I've embossed, and a book page from an illustrated encyclopedia book page envelope, which I've decorated up with part of my printable again. So there's nothing in it, and I'm just hooking it over the top of the embossed paper just so it evens out where things are sitting in the envelope, so it doesn't slide all down to the bottom. I've printed some of my printables, so this is one of this month's printables. I printed them out on labels. So there's 2 labels of this pattern, and then this is a printable, Patreon printable from ages ago, and I printed that out on labels as well, so that's 2 labels there. Some of them have the sticker border trim around the end, some don't, so like there's a little bit of sticker at the end there. So there's those 2. They do need additional glue because they are old stickers. There's a piece of this New Zealand seashell stationery. Oops, it's still got some of the glue attached from where I tore it out of the pad. Super pretty. I really like that stationery. So slide that in there. And then there's this little paper bag which I've made out of my printables from this month. So all the bags are different. And inside we have a casino from Auckland, Sky City Casino Auckland. One of the cards they used in the casino, so they've got holes punched in the middle of them when they are finished with them in the casino, so that they can't be used. You know, you're probably all familiar with why they do that. This fun little what's for dinner card, so different images on there. I think that's quite funny. These cards are from a current promotion that's happening in New Zealand, probably Australia as well, through Woolworths, one of our local supermarkets. So you get a couple of cards. It's a current promotion, and these are some of my double ups, so I'm sharing them around. You can, you know, do what you like with them, cover them. There's a couple of this beautiful pussycat stamped in brown ink on brown paper and just torn out. This is Crisco is like a hamper company. You subscribe and pay every week or fortnight or whatever, and at the end of the year you get some hampers. There's 3 little pieces of note paper out of that, and then this pink pearl cardstock or paper. It actually feels more paper. Tag base. So that's what's inside that little paper bag, and that is the final thing, apart from a journaling card with a message to each person on it. So each person gets a different little journaling card where I've written to them and, yes, said hello and thank you and all those wonderful things. So that goes in there, and then I've just got to write on the card for this one, write in the addresses and seal it up, and then I'll be off to the post office to send them all out. So I hope you enjoyed this little look through. I've still got plenty of room in my mail tier if you're interested in signing up. But apart from that, I wish you a very happy day, a crafty day. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye.